Hello friends, brothers and sisters in Christ. How have you been? Hope you've been fine. Lady G bringing you this new video here and bringing you this channel. I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you for viewing the previous videos. Thank you for liking. Thank you for your comments. And thank you for subscribing. Our subscribers, thank you very, very much. The goal of this YouTube channel, the Magnificent Family Channel, is to glorify God, to honor the Blessed Virgin Mary, and to touch families. We've had 17 videos. Most of them were about glorifying God and the Blessed Virgin Mary, but we had not yet done any video about family. So today, allow me that we share about family, where we all come from. Good people come from families. Good leaders come from families. Influential people come from families. We all come from families. So today, our first video on family is going to be about family meetings. Family meetings. We have planning meetings, periodic meetings, quarterly meetings, impromptu meetings, evaluation meetings, end of project evaluation meetings, end of year meetings in the organizations where we work, in the companies where we work, in all generally our places of work. We have all those meetings, and because of those meetings, our organizations are doing well, our companies are doing well, because we communicate vision, we communicate goals, we communicate everything that is good, plans, designs that we want for those organizations or companies or our places of work. But what happens to this big organization called a family? We have no meetings there, or if they are there, they are very few. Or if we have them there, they are there only when there is a crisis, when there is a problem. So friends, today we are going to look at the benefits of having family meetings. And we are going to look at different types of meetings that are required in a family. Today, in the first video, we are going to have numerous videos about this. In this first video, friends, we are going to share about the importance of having family meetings, this time round, between two people, husband and wife. Why do we need meetings between husband and wife, married couples? Why? Because most of the problems in the family, before you bring in the children, problems start with these two people. Once these two people are not in good terms, there's chaos now among the children. So, meetings between two people, husband and wife. In your comments, you can share with us how it is in your family, in your marriage, how these meetings are helping you, or if maybe you have them, you can guide us, you can show us how you're doing them and how they are helping your family. How do we do it? We need to choose a day, specific day that is convenient for the couple. Is it on a Saturday when you two people are free? Is it on a Sunday? Is it one evening when you can say, now let's meet? And these meetings should not be more than, maybe they shouldn't go beyond 1 hour, let's say. They should be around 45 minutes, 40 minutes, not more than 1 hour. We need to choose a day, and we dedicate and we respect that day. We know every Wednesday evening, Mr. and Mrs. meet somewhere in the corner of our house, or we go out to a certain restaurant, or somewhere, and we have our family meeting. We need to have an agenda. We don't come there and we start throwing words. We need to have an agenda. This week, what do we want to talk about? And these meetings must be on a weekly basis, because we are spending a whole week, 7 days. Many things are taking place, good and bad. So every week we need to sit as a couple and we discuss, we share what we need to share that has happened to us in the week, friends. How do we do it? We have an agenda we are following. We have an opening session. And as believers, we usually start our meetings with prayer. We pray God to guide us, to give us the Holy Spirit, to guide us in the meeting, and that meeting will yield results. After that prayer, since we are people in love and we are people of love, we can have a love poem. A man can say a love poem to the wife, or a woman we can sing a love song, we can sing a song, or we can have a candlelight. No? Then, after we have prayed, what next? We need, a week is very long. We have seen mistakes, we are all on tension. Now in this meeting, what is my husband going to tell me? What is the wife going to say? We come with tension. Are there problems? So after the prayer, we start, what follows next is the appreciation moment. Your friend is not an angel, has tried. There are good things the person has done. So we appreciate them for the little things we've been noticing since the week began. What has he done that you need to compliment? We compliment, we appreciate them, we acknowledge them for the good things we noticed about them. Maybe she took care of the kids well, or maybe he was consistent in keeping his word. She's been smart. You compliment her this week. You've been smart. You've been, these days, we appreciate, we compliment each other. Mr. Handsome, this week you've been so smart. I loved that shirt you put on Monday. The other suit on Tuesday was a killer. Madam, your hairstyle this week. So, we start by putting that tension down, the one we came with, and we want to lift each other as we are beginning this meeting. So, appreciation time. From there, we review the week. How did the week move? How did things move? What worked well this week? Tell your friend, this one worked. This and this worked. Then, what went wrong? Friends, here what we are trying to do is we are trying to communicate expectations. When expectations are not communicated, that's when trouble starts. Problems start from there when we don't communicate our expectations. Since this week began, what did you expect of your wife? And how far did she go in meeting those expectations? And what did you expect from your husband, and how far did he go in not meeting those expectations? My husband, I expected you to do this and that, but you did not do it. My wife, I expected that, so we communicate our expectations in a way of sharing what worked well, what did not work, what went wrong in the middle of the week. And then, since the week began, And after that, what will we work on this coming week? The coming week, what do we want to work on? We are playing around with expectations. Next week, I would expect that you do this for me. If you could do this for the family. So we are planning for next week. That is playing around with expectations. Friends, when we don't communicate our expectations, that's when we start silent treatment. You find people in a car driving, everybody is facing this side. Everybody is facing the other side. They don't talk to each other. When one is in the bedroom, one is going to the living room. When they are at the dining, having a meal, one is, You find they are trying to avoid each other because there is something they are hiding in their heart which they have not shared. So this year, 2023, we want people to share their hearts out, not keeping things in the heart, by having one meeting a week. What is that you're hiding in your heart? What has he done that you are not comfortable with? So you find people, when this one is going to bed, another one is pretending to be on the television watching a movie so that he finds when the other one's sleep has taken her. They are avoiding each other in the house. One is passing here, one is passing here. They are not eating together. When one is at table, one is pretending to be in the bedroom. It's time for a meal. That's when someone is going to bathe. Is going to have a shower. It is time to be in bed. One is going now to do something else. So we are trying to avoid each other. Why? Because there's something we have not communicated from our hearts. Then, after reviewing how the week was, then problem solving. If there was a problem that has come up, we need to solve this problem now in this meeting. Dedicate time to solve a problem without judging one another. Let each one give a perspective. The wife is saying this went wrong. Let the man also have a perspective. My wife, you thought maybe it was this and this, but actually, this is how it was. Let each one talk, then we come up with a consensus, then we solve that problem there and then. And which language are we using when we are solving problems or expressing ourselves? We don't say, you did this, you annoyed me, you made me angry, you. The language we are using here is I. I felt that, I felt bad, I felt angry when you did not call me the whole day. I felt I was neglected when I felt I was not appreciated when I felt I was this. So we don't say you. So by saying I, we are trying to put all our feelings in this and owning our feeling so that the other person may feel what we are feeling. So when we solve that problem, of course, there can be, because the other person is hurting, there can be some crying. Then there, we need to, when we have solved the problem, maybe someone is crying, that's when also we use the non-verbal communication. Your friend is crying, is sobbing, is hurting, and you're looking on. You don't care whether they are hurting or not, they are crying or not. This is the time you get close and soothe your friend. This is your best friend. You soothe your friend, you comfort, you can even wipe their tears. Sorry about that. Sorry, I'm sorry. This is the time we are solving problems. Soothe your friend, give a hug, comfort. Maybe the other person was hurt most and you need to use that verbal and non-verbal communication. You heal this person there and then. Because at the end, we want to finish this meeting when all our inner wounds, the things we're hiding in our hearts, have all come up and we have all healed so that we start a new week when we are fresh. In this meeting, we are doing weekly planning. We are planning for the next week. Next week, what do we want to do? We assign roles. We say, next week, it will be Mrs. to do this. Next week, Mr., you'll be the one to do this. Then, as I said, we reconcile. After we have solved the problem, we reconcile. Let's reconcile. So let's resolve to have a new start. Next week, I resolve to be coming home early. I resolve to reconcile, but also forgive friends. Your friends has really hurt you. Actually, you've been annoyed, and you can get annoyed and your friend doesn't know you're angry with them? Because you're hiding something in your heart, you're hurting. It's paining in the heart, and the other person doesn't know. He's there taking his ice cream. his yogurt, he doesn't know that you're hurting because you have never explained to them. So here, we reconcile, we forgive each other, depending on this and that. So let's forgive each other, we reconcile. This is the time when we hug, big hugs, prolonged hugs of healing and peace building. When was the last time you hugged you hugged each other? When was the last time you even touched your friend on the shoulder? When was the last time you touched your friend? When did you touch someone's hair? When was that? So maybe it's going to happen in this meeting. After we have reconciled, we have wiped our tears. We have wiped our tears, we have reconciled, we have hugged. Now we are new people. People who are not smiling now somehow can find a reason to smile. Then we sum up everything with a fun activity. We can do a couple challenge. We can now do some couple challenge. We say now, it can take 5 or 10 minutes because we don't have enough time. We are working couples. We can now do a fun activity together. We say, whoever smiles first. Competition. Who smiles first? Before you know it, all people who have been crying will be now smiling. We do a competition and we say, whoever maybe does anything first. Or maybe we say now, what can I say? Fun things, friends. List to us some fun activities couples can do, We can say now, the meeting is done. Let's go and have a meal. Let's prepare an omelette together. Let's prepare some tea together. Let's go and fold clothes together. Let's go and make our bed together. Let's do this together. We have a fun activity. That one is how the procedure is going. You can do it anyway, but it is the best way because we are starting from up until we are healed. Until the purpose of this meeting is we are starting from the high spirits we came with. We go narrowing, we go healing, we go healing, we go healing until we have peace, and now it has ended into fun. Let's note that we need to define our happiness. What works for us in this family, in this marriage? What works for us? We shouldn't copy what the movies, how people are doing it in the movies, how our friends are doing it, how other families, how the neighbors are doing it. We need to define our happiness. For me as a wife to be happy, what is my happiness? What is the happiness of the man? So we need to define our own happiness so that we are not judging each other depending on what we are watching in movies, or depending on what our friends are doing. Let's have a drop of water. Family meetings, but today starting with wife and husband. When we don't have such meetings, we have seen, that's when we have people avoiding each other. That's when we have people who are giving silent treatment to each other. They don't even want to look at each other. They don't want to share a meal together. They're just like two enemies who are living together. And if kids are there, we now transfer the anger, the pain to the children now. We start shouting at the children. We start maybe even beating them. We start avoiding kids. We start reduce their attention because we are not giving attention to each other. So, all that seen and said and shared, what are the benefits? What is the value of having family meetings between couples? We are going to look at a bigger family, but we are starting with the two people who start a family, who start a marriage. Two people. Before we go to the children, two people. Okay, let's assume even the children are not yet there. This couple has not yet given birth to any kid. We are starting with husband and wife. What are the benefits? We have seen love grows. When we start the way we have started, we have appreciated each other, we have reviewed how the week has gone, what went wrong, what went right. We have reconciled, we have healed each other, we have consoled each other, we have comforted each other, we have forgiven each other. We are now intimate, we are now very close to each other. Love grows. Family meetings between couples rekindle the romance which used to be between these two people, which maybe had died out. Rekindles love, rekindles commitment, solidify friendship. These two people become now best friends. They become best friends because they are now one. They are now intimate. So love grows. Their love grows now on a weekly basis because they are meeting once every week. So meaning every week their love is growing. Family meetings between couples keep them updated of each other. Because of that, they stay connected emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, physically. They are now connected because they are communicating their hearts out, their feelings out. So I'm able to know what my husband is going through or has been going through, so we keep updated. Then I'm learning my partner. They teach us how to appreciate. We learn a culture of appreciating others. We not only look at their mistakes, but we learn to appreciate. So there's a culture of appreciation. And when we are appreciating each other, whatever the two people are doing, when the kids will come into the picture, the kids are going to copy from them. Have you seen children on their graduation parties, when they are giving speeches, or when they are getting married, they will say, I've never seen my father beat my mother. I didn't see my mother do this to my dad. So what the two people are doing is what the children are most likely to take to their marriages, to their future, is what they are going to carry on. So we need these two people to be one, to settle the conflicts, the violence in the families. We need to deal with the two people, husband and wife. Culture of appreciation. When the children will be seeing the husband appreciating the wife, oh, the children will be happy. They will also start appreciating themselves and also others when they go out of the home. They will learn also to appreciate. A meal is prepared after meal. The children are seeing dad is thanking mom. Oh, thank you for the children are also learning. So the same sickness of the parents is affecting the kids. If the parents are happy, the kids are going to be happy. But if they are all fighting, you find the children are also becoming violent. So sometimes don't blame us children, because we get everything from maybe our parents, because we see the things from them before even we go to school. So we see this, and it's what we are taking on, friends. Through family meetings, we are able to give attention to each other. Who doesn't want attention in this world? Lady G, I want attention. By the other person listening to me, I'm listening to him, he's getting my attention, undivided attention, I'm getting his undivided attention. And because of that attention, self-explanatory, we get our relationships back on track. If we had drifted, we start now getting back. So family meetings help relationships get back on track by eliminating the other hidden pain we had, the anger we had harbored here in our hearts. The relationship automatically comes back on track on a weekly basis, because we are human beings. We ought to hurt each other. We start learning about each other. It was said somewhere that learning a woman, if you are at a college degree before getting her, after marrying her, you study again until you get a second degree, master's degree, a PhD. So when you're here dating, you are not yet together. You haven't learned about a woman. A woman is a complex human being. Only God understands a creature called a woman. Dear men, please know that a woman is a complex human being. God created a woman in a special way. Only God understands this creature called a woman. So, when you start now living with her, start studying her now from afresh. Study her every day. You're going to start now studying her until you reach a PhD. So, through family meetings, we are learning about our spouses. We are learning what works for them. We are learning their weaknesses. We are learning what puts them off. So, we are learning each other. And because we are learning each other, we are improving on ourselves, but also we are improving on the way we treat each other. We overcome challenges together. We don't blame, but we overcome a challenge together. Because we said in the other sketch of the meeting, we said we now solve problems. We share together. We solve a problem. Okay, there is now this problem on table. How can we solve it together? Then we bring ideas. We bring ideas, so we are solving challenges together. We are not blaming. We are not accusing. So friends, those are a few that we have seen. First of all, when we are in love, this love is going to radiate to the children and to the bigger family. We shall see meetings with bigger families, extended families. When husband is treating the wife well, she's most likely to treat the in-laws well. The same thing is like so we are going to see that what is happening between the two people, husband and wife, is affecting the children, is affecting the bigger extended family, is affecting even the visitors who are coming. You can imagine, even visitors are being affected by what is happening to the two people. When visitors come and husband and wife are not in good terms, they can even feel like leaving. Or they can feel welcome, the visitors can feel comfortable at home when these two people are in love. So, two people. Friends, let's start family meetings beginning with husband and wife on a weekly basis. You can choose where you want it to be in any place of your house. There wouldn't be a bedroom, unless it is the only private place, but it wouldn't be good for a bedroom, because in the bedroom, we want to go there when we are healed, reconciled. We want to go there when we have sorted ourselves out. Unless we see that it is the only private place, maybe there are children and this is the only place we can have. We can say, we shall be going out, we can have a picnic, friends. And it doesn't have to be very expensive. We can cook our own food. We can prepare our own snacks. We carry them. We go to a picnic. We go to some garden somewhere. Or we go to where we can have our picnic. We can decide to go to a restaurant, to a secluded place where we sit and talk. From work, we can say, for us, we are so busy, we don't have time at home. We can say, maybe as we are coming from work, let's pass to a lonely, quiet, cool place, and we have our short meeting there. We say 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Friends, there is when we have couples who are so busy. They have very demanding jobs. I've seen people on the weekend when you'd expect them now to be with the family, that's when the work now sends them abroad. That's when now they go to the field. That's when they now they are so busy, and some of them are carrying laptops at home. They have work assignments to do at home. They do not have any time of meetings. Your meetings are not going to work for them. There is a solution in everything. Suggestions to very busy couples. Wife has a demanding job. The husband has a tough job. These people cannot meet. They come back home when they are so tired. Sometimes even they come with food which is already bought somewhere. They cannot even cook. They are so busy. To busy couples, this is what we can do. Our suggestion is on a weekly basis or maybe on a daily basis. Okay, let me say in a weekly. Okay, one day. Okay, we said 1 day a week. Let's dedicate some time, we say, between this time and this time, we shall have online meeting. Online meeting. We can have our meeting together. People these days are having Zoom meetings in the organizations where we work. Why can't we have an online meeting? Or if it is hard, we are not talking. Even talking is hard because even the environment where we are working, we can now start discussing family issues. We can dedicate our 30 minutes to chat with each other. In the evening, when work maybe has slowed a bit, the pressure, the tension at work has slowed a bit. In the evening, we've done most of our work. We say, okay, now, husband and wife, let's have a moment together. We can decide now to do our meeting online. We can start chatting. We chat. How are you doing? How have you been? How is the day? How is it this week? How is life? We can start chatting. We can do all these other things. We chat. We hear from each other. What is hurting? The other person will chat with you what is hurting. You give each other those 30 minutes. You share online. So that by the time you're going back in the evening, maybe you go in the same car, you are going to be lovely people. Maybe you've been giving each other silent treatment. You've been angry with each other. When you chat like this, by the time you're going home, you're going to be improved people. You're going to be better people. When you go back home, the children are going to notice something changing. So, my dear brothers and sisters, family meetings. This year, 2023, my humble request is if couples could start having their family meetings between each other. And dear brothers and sisters, the year has just begun. We made our resolutions. Does the wife know what the man has planned? Does the wife know what is on the man's heart and mind? Does the husband know what this woman is? Where are we taking our marriage this year? Which direction are we going to? Planning meetings. Now, the other time we were seeing, previously we were looking at the weekly meetings of improving each other every week. But now we have beginning of year planning meeting between couples, husband and wife. The year has begun. Have we planned for our family? What do we plan to do this year as husband and wife? Do we plan we want to buy a car this year? Do we want to buy land? This year, do we want to start building? Do we want to start having kids if we have not been, maybe we had not started giving birth to kids? Is it when we are planning we want to have children? Is this when we were planning to do something? So, planning meetings, and the year has just begun. If we have not yet done it, brothers and sisters, an assignment, husband and wife, go and sit. Make your annual planning meeting. Plan for your children. Talk about things to do with money. How are you going to handle money issues? How are you going to handle housework? Are you going to employ someone to do housework? Or are you going to be sharing roles? Plan. Is one of you planning to go for further studies? Brothers and sisters, husband and wife, please go and have a planning meeting if you have not yet had it. Then, the year has ended. Now, when the year will be ending, we do evaluation. Or in the middle of the year, we can do evaluation. How is our family going? How is our love as couples? How is our relationship? How are we with the extended family, our in-laws? How are they? So we have those now big meetings, which can take more than now the 30, 45 or 1 hour. And there we can have them in a more conducive environment where we need to talk more when we are free. Friends, I've shared the benefits, the importance of having family meetings. And in the next video, we shall look at another form of family meetings. Thank you very much. I'm Lady G. I love you all. Please subscribe to this channel. We are going to share more. In the next video, we are going to look at another meeting which we need to have in our family. May God bless you all. And above all, a family which prays together stays together. Husband and wife, please have a culture of praying together, even if it's a short prayer. And if you could learn a culture of holding hands. Holding hands. If you want, I can teach you a song. We are together, we are a family. We sing together, we are a family. We laugh together, we laugh together, we are a family. We love each other, we love each other, we are a family. We eat together, we eat together, we are a family. We hug each other, we hug each other, we are a family. We smile together, we smile together, we are a family. When you do this, friends, praying together, you will tell me at the end of this year where your marriage will be, where your family will be. And if we have kids, as we shall see in the other meeting, then we hold hands together. Father holds the kid, the other kid holds the mother, and we form that circle which no one can break. We form. God bless you.